I was haunted for years.
You started this last week.
I've been haunted since last week.
I see it everywhere I go.
Where did you come from?
You can just Google it.
There's nothing! Nothing! Good morning. As in, good morning towel. You've probably seen this towel all over the place. Recognizable for its bright red good morning greeting, as well as its Chinese characters 祝进早安. But where did they come from? The Good Morning Towel's first appearance in Singapore can be traced back to the 1920s, where it could be seen draped over the shoulders of rickshaw pullers and labourers. Today, these towels have become a cultural symbol in Singapore. But when you search online, where did the Good Morning Towel originate from? It doesn't really tell you who manufactured it. There isn't even a Wikipedia page. The closest article that can point me in any semblance of a direction is a news platform from the Philippines called spot.ph. It states that the towels were originally made for the Hong Kong market and that it was likely manufactured by an enterprising Chinese factory. But when you click into the embedded links to look at the source, it leads you to this. At this point, I was certain I was not going to find my answers on the internet. So I decided to do some legwork and go to the people that know best. The aunties and uncles who sell the towels at... Uncle, 这个毛巾你知道从哪里来的吗？
中国是从大陆来的，中国
从中国进口的，
你知道从哪里进口的吗？
我不知道啊。
中国很多地方都有的啦，政府是。
所以你是从哪里买的？
我们是从批发商那边拿回来的咯。
So I guess the towels come from China, but when I asked them where exactly from China they're from, they couldn't really give me an answer. So I'm a bit stuck. How?
Have you tried the library?
The library. I searched the library database for any articles written in the past about the Good Morning Towels. And I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting anything. But lo and behold, this is an article that I found that was written by the Straits Times on October 6, 2005. It states that after consulting with the Singapore History Museum and then being referred to the National Library Board, the library checked with their Shanghai counterpart and they managed to find a Shanghai website. The website states that the towels were first made by this towel manufacturer. But when I searched for the company's name on Google, I got nothing. All I could find were vague locations on Google Maps. After looking up the companies, none of them seemed to be the ones I was looking for. I was admittedly stuck again.
Have you tried searching in Chinese?
Chinese! So after firing up my Google Translate, because my Chinese is horrible, in seconds I found a potential origin. The original manufacturer for the Good Morning Towel is... Translated to Sanyo Industrial Co. in English, it was founded by three friends in 1912, which is also where the name came from. Initially starting out as a candlewick production company, the company grew after World War I. Japanese companies who were monopolizing the candlewick market at the time took advantage of the war and started to raise prices. This forced British and American manufacturers to buy from companies like Sanyo, which helped their business a lot. In 1917, Sanyo went into the towel business to compete with the Japanese market and effectively branded the towels as the Triangle branded towels. The design was later improved with the red and blue colors added. The words Good Morning was also printed on the snow white plain cloth with bright red. This was done to compete with the Japanese. Unfortunately, we couldn't find a reason for its design. In 1923, they were able to push the Japanese out of the Chinese market, allowing Sanyo to occupy the domestic towel market. The towels were even exported to foreign markets like Southeast Asia. This is probably how the Good Morning Towels ended up on the shores of Singapore and were imported by local companies at the time. The company has gone through a series of rebranding over the years. An important note I wanted to point out though is that although it's presumed that Sanyo Industry manufactured the Good Morning Towels, I could not find any evidence that explicitly links the Good Morning Towels to Sanyo Industry, as I couldn't find any photo evidence. This might be due to the fact that the company was involved in anti-Japanese activities back in the 1930s and their factory was burned down. So a lot of the information might be lost in translation or lost in history. But I was determined to find out more, so I packed my bags and decided to fly to I guess the only way we can find out is if we go to China and find the factories ourselves.
No budget lah. No money, no money.
Huh? How?
No budget.
Regardless of its origins, we cannot deny that the Good Morning Towel has been an iconic part of Singapore's history and will be continued to be used by Singaporeans for generations. Probably.